on Lot 4, located on the western side of the island.
Back to these spoils.
Alrighty.
You know what, mate? There's only one way to find out what is in the spoils, and that's to get the old magic wand struck up.
Peter Vernetti and metal detection expert Gary Drayden are continuing to search through a large pile of spoils that were recently removed from a mysterious rounded stone foundation located nearby on Lot 5. A foundation near the shoreline where the team has uncovered a number of potentially critical clues. These include valuable 17th century Phoenician trade beads, a mortar-like material that matches soils that have been recovered from over 100 feet deep in the Money Pit area, and iron tools that have been scientifically linked to the birthplace of Sir William Phipps, the 17th century English politician and naval officer who some believe buried a massive hoard of Spanish silver on Oak Island back in 1687.
Keep back on the line. I was going this direction, wasn't I?
Lot 5 could be an absolute integral part of telling the story on Oak Island.
That's a great signal.
Sounds good.
And it is
Right
just
there.
there.
We have a lot of artifacts that support that. And that is why we continue to look.
Let me try pinpointing it.
Okay.
Sounds great. It's this. Ooh, what we got
copper.
here? Yeah,
Copper,
it's
right?
copper, yeah. That's what it looks like, mate, a piece of copper. You can see, for some reason or other, it got broke.
Snapped, yeah.
Oh, look at that. See those rivets on
Yep.
the back? Yeah, this is, I believe, some kind of belt plate. Now, it could have been off a bag, a satchel, or it could have been on a soldier or sailor's uniform. Back in the day, a lot of military forces, they used to have a lot of decorations on the uniform, and especially on the bags that they used to carry.
Okay.
A possible decorative military plate? If so, could it be connected to the iron tools that the team has found in the nearby foundation on Lot 5, and potentially offer the team more evidence of who created the feature and perhaps buried valuables in the Money Pit?
There's a really good chance that there could be some military insignia or regimental numbers on this. Okay, mate, we'll put it in the bag and we'll find those answers out back at the lab.
I know that we found other military buttons and things in and around the feature itself, so if that ties in and we're able to get a regiment number, it might tell us who was there.
Yeah. Okay, mate, that's in the bag, and I'm looking forward to seeing what Emma tells us about this.
Perfect.
All right, mate, let's keep grinding and finding.
Okay.
Later that morning,
Hey, Carmen. Welcome to the lab.
Welcome back.
Hey,
Jack. Gary?
All right, mate.
in the Oak Island lab,
Nice to see you.
Craig and other members of the team meet with blacksmithing expert Carmen Legg. He has come to examine the mysterious copper plate that was found one day ago in the spoils from the round feature on Lot 5.
To me, this copper one looks like it's a belt plate.
What can you tell us about that?
Well, it is copper. You can see it has two little rivets on there.
Yep.
It doesn't look like a uniform curve, so it could have got bent in later years, but it looks like a nameplate to me. A riveted nameplate. Have you scanned this one, Emma?
Yeah.
Earlier this morning, Emma Culligan analyzed the artifact with the Skyscan 1273 CT scanner, a device that emits non-destructive X-ray radiation in order to reveal an object's finer details. She also scanned it using the X-ray fluorescence spectrometer to identify the elements in its composition, which can help determine when it was created.
So it's a copper alloy. It's a copper alloy of copper, zinc, some iron, lead, arsenic is also in there.
The metallurgy indicates dates.
That arsenic does make it older. So the presence of arsenic as an alloying element could push the date back to the 1600s. I'm not 100% on that. However, it is in the realm of possibility because it is a metal that starts to fade out throughout the later 1700s.
That's great.
It is a potentially historic moment for the Oak Island team. According to the composition of the copper plate that was unearthed in the rounded feature on Lot 5, archaeometallurgist Emma Culligan believes that it may predate the discovery of the money pit by more than a century.
I mean, if we are saying that that is late 1600s, does it not fit in with the possibility that Phipps was on Lot 5 doing something? Phipps had discovered the Concepcion, which was a sunken treasure ship.
Yeah, seems like you're finding more artifacts to lend to that theory.
Yeah, there is definitely plausibility for it.
Many people are actually familiar with William Phipps's discovery of the Concepcion back in 1687. We know that Phipps found silver on the Concepcion, and I believe some of the treasure from the Concepcion was secreted to Oak Island.
Thanks to the research of 32nd degree Freemason Scott Clark, the Oak Island team has found a prime suspect for who may have been behind the 230-year-old mystery, Sir William Phipps. In 1687, the English politician and naval captain made 2 successful salvages of the famed Spanish treasure wreck known as the Concepcion, which sank off the coast of the Dominican Republic in 1641, while carrying more than 100 tons of silver, gold, and jewels. However, after recovering more than 34 tons of the valuables during his first mission, when he returned to the wreck with the help of a Freemason named Captain Andrew Belcher, Phipps delivered less than 5 additional tons of treasure to the English crown.
I strongly believe that Belcher and his comrades were actually transferring treasure from the Concepcion to the Oak Island area.
That is remarkable.
Yeah.
If he was here in the late 1600s, that's not out of the range of possibility for construction of the feature. The construction style seems hurried, and it also seems like an older style build.
If the team can prove that Sir William Phipps and Andrew Belcher are connected to the rounded feature on Lot 5, could that also explain who constructed the vault in the swamp where former landowner Anthony Graves may have discovered a cache of Spanish silver? And if so, might that also reveal who created the Eye of the Swamp as a secret calling card?
You know, to me, if this treasure is associated with Phipps, it's an odd story that's going on in Lot 5, in the swamp.
Absolutely.
To have all these significant clues, or important clues, it certainly encompasses the Sir William Phipps expeditions. But there's no smoking gun here. We don't have that yet, but finding more vaults in the swamp or on Lot 5 could be proof. There's certainly more work to be done, and that in and of itself is a little bit of the treasure.
Carmen, thank you very much. Thanks, everybody, and let's get back after it.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go.
Thanks.
Thanks, Emma. Thanks, Carmen.